Welcome to the Didi and Lital Show. Advice, thoughts, and stories from a married couple on cybersecurity, technology, and life in general. Now here are your hosts, Didi and Lital.
Hello and welcome to the Didi and Lital Show. It's another week. What's up, Didi?
Football is fucking back. On one hand, it's bad because it means winter is coming. And you know, if you live in Tel Aviv, you don't give a fuck if winter is coming. But if you live here, where winter coming is suck, then you feel the crispness in the air in the evenings.
Yeah, evenings get crispy.
Cosby in the morning runs, fires from Canada, and football is back. And there's a 12-foot statue of Tom Brady that gives me a little chubby.
It's ugly.
Yes, it is. Producer Dave even got to see it live. We've learned that.
I did. I was happy to be there. A little bit underwhelmed by the likeness. We were talking about it before we started recording today, but Lital, you're right. They didn't get the facial features right. It's like ChatGPT drew Tom Brady.
It's like ChatGPT with the prompt saying, make sure he's more DEI'd. I have to say, some facial features don't follow him. And his complexion.
There's been, like, Felger Maz have been dealing with this for like a week now. I don't want to, I'll point people to them if they want to have this conversation. I do think that he needed to be in one of his known poses. If they wanted to capture, they needed something that is one of his known poses. There's the overwhelmed when they won the first Super Bowl. There was how he spiked the ball in the first Super Bowl, like this very calm thing that spiking of the ball. There's the how he went off the field in when in the 28-3 game was very memorable. There's the like Home Alone thing that I think was in the one that they beat
the Chiefs or you're talking about Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Okay, well it could have been. There were so many.
He had like a Home Alone moment with Giselle, so that's.
Yeah.
So I think this was probably
the one of him jumping up and down, squealing like a little girl when Malcolm Butler made the interception.
Yeah,
Maybe not that one.
Yes, there was also a good scene after that one, by the way. So there are good poses of him, very known poses of him that everybody recognizes. Most of them are with his helmet on.
But the Natick-based artist that made the sculpture chose that, so that's fine. I can bring quickly my kind of like pop culture moment of she has good genes.
Oh, that one.
Okay, that's the best photo of Tom Brady. It's
the one with his hands on his head in seemingly disbelief after the. I'm going to guess that was the first Super Bowl win.
This was
28-3.
No, this is not 28-3, but it's more recent.
Okay,
it was more recent.
So it's summertime, and with summertime, pop culture is like beating because there is nothing else.
Sweeney has good Sweeney.
This is an awesome ad. I'm just gonna say it.
It is an awesome ad.
It is a good ad, and I brought back the original Brooke Shields. Having good genes and describing what the evolution is from when she's 14 and modeling for
Kevin Kline.
Kevin Kline, and this is like so much worse if you think about it. But damn.
I tell you to buy American Eagle jeans, and I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn, or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
You see what I did there, right?
That's one of them. I think there are others.
Yes.
There are others. They also removed a few. There was one that she's talking about. Her jeans are blue, and she obviously have blue eyes.
Yeah.
So everybody got crazy about is Cindy Sweeney Nazi claiming she has good genes? Seriously, we are in this crazy age. Obviously, she has good genes. We have good genes too.
Yeah.
We're proud of our genes. They're good. Everybody has
I
good
wear seven.
genes. What's this
I wear
problem?
7 of all mankind. That's my genes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus BRC. One
BRCA1.
positive. Not a great gene,
Not
but
a
you
great
have
gene.
it.
Yes.
So yeah, science corner. It is crazy and also awesome. I think it's hilarious how this makes people crazy. It shows what type of culture we are in.
It reminded me that the craziness reminded me of the What's a Nubian scene from Chasing Amy. Probably one of the best scenes ever, when basically somebody goes into a tirade of how basically Star Wars is gentrification. This is
What?
so there's this.
I don't even remember
there's
that.
a scene in Chasing Amy where Kevin Smith that
Relatives visiting you.
that the guy who goes on stage and explains how basically
Oh, now I remember.
that basically the whole Star Wars trilogy is about oppressing.
Come on, that's a bunch of horse shit. Ain't no Calrissian was a black guy, you know. He got to fly the Millennium Falcon. What's the matter with you?
Who said that?
I did. Lando Calrissian is a positive role model in the realm of science fiction fantasy.
Lando Calrissian, Uncle Tom, always some white boy gotta invoke the Holy Trilogy. Bust this. Those movies are about how the white man keeps the brother man down, even in a galaxy far, far away.
This is way before woke was there. This is amazing. It's
Yes.
ahead of its time.
Kevin,
Saw the future.
Kevin Smith is a genius, and the
That's
whole
so much future looking because this thing is like reality.
this is
like 2021 reality.
but this is amazing because this movie was made in '96, I think, something like that. He says a lot of
Wow.
stuff that nobody can say these days, but this is. But if you've never seen that.
97, very close.
97. So this is one of the best. So this is called the Jersey Trilogy. It starts with Clerks, Mallrats, and Chasing Amy. If you've never seen Kevin Smith, go watch Kevin Smith. There's a twist to that scene which I will not share, but it's very, very funny. Go watch it.
All right. So we wanted to summarize today some of the latest news and things we've seen around the trends in cybersecurity. I'm back from Black Hat. I was there last week. Vegas was relatively empty, but the conference was full. And I stayed at the MGM, and there was like an insurance guy, financial guidance guys conference going on over there with PBD, the guy that runs a podcast that has the PBD podcast. He actually has kind of financial, and it was full of people. So I got a sense that some pre-pandemic vibe was coming back. The show floor was full of people that were happy to see new technology, find about new technology, and I can tell you everybody was high on AI.
Awesome.
AI is everywhere. That's how it felt. A lot of AI buzz. I think this needs to kind of chill a bit. The AI story is too much of a hype at the moment. I think the trend is going to be where you use AI and where you need some other things, and we need more nuanced messaging. This is where I'm working on. It's my new company, it's Intezer, kind of like tell the story of where AI works in conjunction with human beings and other tech. But we'll get there. What's on your mind with the latest and greatest in cyber?
So before I go into what I want this episode to be about, I do want to talk about the CyberArk gets bought by Palo Alto, which is the biggest news in our space. But before we go into there, I had this conversation with Alex yesterday. I was commuting with him twice this week, and we were talking about AI and the boom of AI and the noise of AI and the value of AI and is AI valuable, not valuable, is people doing this the right thing, not the right thing. We should have a dedicated episode to the famous Gartner paper about mainframe is dead, what they got right and what they got wrong.
Okay.
But the fact is that they predicted a massive revolution that is going to, if you look at the companies that predated AI, predated the internet boom and post-internet boom, some of them are much bigger now than they were before, but they are tiny and they were giants, like EDS and IBM and all these guys. But the thing is, AI is the same thing. We don't know what will actually happen.
Sure.
We don't know what will...
We're in the first inning.
We don't know... Well, baseball reference. I didn't know that you do this.
I don't. I'm making myself... I'm faking it.
You're faking it for sitting.
Faking it.
So...
Becoming American.
Worst sport ever.
Yeah.
Dumbest sport.
That's the only saying
ever.
I know.
Yes. No, you also know that what it means to get to first base or third base or other things. The base mechanism, but we're not going.
Completely forgot that.
Yes.
Too old. Not dating. Move on.
But my point is that something is happening with... Nobody knows why, what will be the outcome. No. When people did the mainframe is dead, nobody expected AWS to come out as the other side of this. But they knew something is changing.
Mm-hmm.
And with AI, we don't know what's going to come out of the other side of this.
But everything is changing.
But everything will change.
Absolutely.
So that is reality.
Yeah. Agree.
Cool. And did anybody talk about in Black Hat about the CyberArk?
I mean, it was very, very prominent. That was like the biggest thing coming, a week before Black Hat. I think one thing is the kind of understanding that identity is critical these days, and that's why this acquisition, it's like probably the biggest acquisition in the identity field ever. Yes. It is this kind of like understanding that in a world of AI, agents, everything that we've been talking about, identity is probably one of the most important pillars of security, and it's moving fast from being an IT play to being full security play, or IT only. It's a huge acquisition. It's more of a merger, like probably in kind of what it's going to bring to the table. Is there going to be another large merger of identity and security companies? I mean, Duo was already acquired by Cisco. I was the one to say, I know what I think should be happening and what's a good culture and business fit, which is, can CrowdStrike and Okta merge?
Or Zscaler and Okta merge?
No. Please don't. I'm thinking about culture fit, making better together. Those two companies are belonging together. I think they're actually even found around the same time. Maybe Okta is a little bit older than CrowdStrike. But I think that the best fit and the strongest fit and the strongest for CrowdStrike, if I was them, is to do whatever possible to merge with Okta. It's an amazing, amazing move towards fighting, not Palo, but fighting Microsoft. It gives you such a strong hold to the entire stack, authentication, plus endpoint, plus SIM, plus your capabilities. You need to go do it. So if I was George Kurtz, and if it's possible, and they have a bunch of cash, or I don't know, those kind of deals, it's more of a merger, like it's companies same size, merging together. I think that could be awesome.
CrowdStrike can buy. CrowdStrike is and Okta is
bigger than Okta. I don't know the numbers.
CrowdStrike, I think, is 200 something billion in market cap or something like that. So
and Okta,
28.
Okay, well, go merge. That's the right move. Such a big value.
I would
for
still
everyone.
love for us to buy Okta.
Well, that's an interesting thought. Like,
I
it
think
I don't think the regulator, even in the days of Trump administration, will let you buy Okta without dropping Duo.
that I don't know.
I mean, it sounds like too much of like
No, but Microsoft.
you know,
Microsoft owns the.
market cap. That
So
you have.
Microsoft owns the.
What's the percentage of Microsoft out of total authentication market?
Over 50.
And Okta? 30?
30. Right now, Microsoft.
And Duo? Look at
Duo is the number one standalone by far. The number one
MFA.
MFA.
But not full authenticator.
But not SSO and all that.
SSO and-
Microsoft is the big dog. So everybody else is everybody else.
Well, if I was in your buyer side, I would say willing to drop Duo to get to Okta. So you cannot comment coming from where you come, but as somebody with
it's
no...
not that. I think one of our strategists was telling me, look, buying Okta is the lazy move. The thing...
they are the market leader. Maybe not market share. If you're saying, I think they're still bigger than in market
not
share.
even close. Microsoft is by far bigger
but
than anybody else.
In at least share of mind as the category leader, that by far seen as the category leader. So it's a good move.
Nope, Microsoft, because AD still around almost every Okta is backed by AD.
Awareness wise, and
In your
again,
world.
in the world of marketeers,
No, it's in your world. It's in the new company. When you sell to HubSpot, Okta is number one. If you sell to General Motors, nobody there would think of anything but Microsoft.
oh no.
But yes, that's where the money is. And remember my saying that basically, I think I said almost every episode, life ain't nothing but
Microsoft money?
bitches and money. Tupac.
E5 license. So that's the way to go after them, merge with Okta.
Yep. I think that if I were SentinelOne or CrowdStrike, I might have go after actually some of the machine identity companies, like the Dragos, like those companies. That could be actually an even more interesting.
Well, there is those smaller startups, Silverfort, but they don't have an IDP.
No. I mean, going after so that really depends on how do you align the market. If you align the market of competing with the E5, everybody needs to align to the E5 and have everything that the E5 has.
So that's the entire stack.
So that's the entire stack. That's why Palo went off and bought CyberArk, because they're the full stack. They're the PAM, the IGA.
They don't have SSO, and
They do.
They have SSO, CyberArk?
Yes, of course they bought the iAdaptive. It
Okay.
sucks. So everybody reminded me that it sucks, but it sucks. So if I'm a SentinelOne, I'm buying something in my class range, which means that I would go after Jump Cloud. Yes.
Yeah, we said it together.
We said it together. I would go after Jump Cloud and basically chase down the
One
losers.
logging.
No, one login is dead.
Oh, one password, I meant.
Yes.
One password. They're not dead.
One password is not dead.
Maybe one password.
One password. One password is interesting because they also have
Collide. Which is a good match to an EDR.
Yes.
SentinelOne.
Yes. So
Maybe.
there will be acquisition in this space.
Oh, absolutely.
There's also
It is like the area that didn't merge, like cloud merged, CNAP and stuff. SIM merged.
I'm wondering if some
all
of the companies like Zscaler now need to actually go after the adjacencies, like going
Well,
after.
they acquired Red Canary, which is
Yes.
an MDR,
Yes.
which is a big move.
Which means that I would go after.
So they are after services.
So I would go after an email provider, like one of the
Proof Point?
the Proof Points, Mimecasts, because that gives you, if you want to go.
It actually shocks me for how long email stayed as a standalone play, not being acquired.
Yes.
Like acquired by PE firms and stuff. I think Proofpoint was acquired by Thoma Bravo, maybe. Or maybe I'm making it up. We need to.
It's okay.
check.
We know that we make shit up. That's the whole goal.
That's the whole idea of
the
this
show.
podcast. But yeah, it's interesting. Like none of the big players have email as a service. Like all
We
the
do.
email are separate.
We have email. We
Does
have,
CrowdStrike have email
Nope.
service? How
Nope.
come? It's like so basic.
mainly because I think people don't think about it. But
People
email.
don't care about it.
Well, Microsoft owns that.
Yeah, I mean, Microsoft has built in, of course, because you're using Outlook. Then
It's a rock fight to fight Microsoft in the email space because the Proofpoints and the Mimecast deal with people that have on-prem Exchange. Yeah, exactly. Remember? Yeah, Okta is the number one name. GM. Pff, all those companies have on-prem Exchange. You know how many
is
on-prem?
it still supported? Like, didn't they? Microsoft just shut off all the versioning of it, and like they don't even post CVEs on it.
You do know that GM moved like a factory that had 1947 machines in it to another place. So yeah, they're really big on innovation.
Whatever. Okay. So, email
Jokes
is
aside-
a space that is
Jokes
kind of
aside,
like
there are-
interesting.
There are places that have to have their email on-prem. Think of the government.
They probably have it on, virtual private government cloud.
On-prem. Email is a complicated thing.
Okay.
So yes, so email it's like selling to the mainframe business. EMC used to make $1 billion a year out of selling specific storage for the mainframe business. It's a continuously growing business because there's a whole bunch of people still have mainframes.
Yeah.
I just put you to sleep.
Yeah. No, it's all good. So, what do you think will happen? Somebody will poach Okta?
Somebody will have to buy Okta, because if you want to align with the stack, somebody has to buy Okta. Somebody will go off and buy SailPoint. That was the whole.
SailPoint. Okay.
Somebody will buy SailPoint.
Sure.
SailPoint is basically the biggest.
What about Ping?
Ping is dead.
They'll be acquired.
That's just buying customers.
Okay.
That's if somebody wants to buy customers, not technology. Some people that are buying into this space want to buy technology. They don't want to buy customers.
Okay. And you're saying SailPoint is a legit tech?
No, but it's a legit. It's terrible. It's the worst. But it's a very good selling motion. It's basically so the two biggest ransomware companies in the market. The biggest ransomware company is Oracle. Terrible. They take your data. They make you pay for access to your data. That sounds
You
like.
don't mean real ransomware,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like ransoming you.
Yeah. How do you define ransomware? If somebody takes all your data,
Locks it and
locks it up,
asks for money.
and asks for money, how do you call that?
AWS.
Ransomware. AWS doesn't ask you for money for your data.
Yeah,
That's
just
not-
a compute.
Just to compute. AWS is really good at this.
So
Actually,
you're saying Oracle?
Oracle
Okay.
was the worst. And the second worst is SailPoint, because what they do is, actually, they are more like a Ponzi scheme. They solve your problem for like 10 applications, and suddenly you need to pay more. You know what? There's a very, 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 very good South Park episode, speaking of South Park, that talks about in-game monetization. It's like the best. It is like the best. That they explain how they do in-game monetization, that they make the game so bad and so boring that you have to pay to just get it a little bit better. And this is...
That's how Omri spends his money.
yes, your money. He has no money.
Yeah.
So SailPoint does exactly that. They're just boring enough and terrible enough, and you continuously have to pay per app. Every app you add into the system, you end up paying extra and extra and extra. And it's a legit way to make money. It's like Epic.
AWS.
AWS is awesome. AWS is so awesome.
It's so awesome that you want to pour more money on it.
No, so AWS brings me joy. Remember Marie Kondo? That bring you
Yes.
joy?
Yeah, that's such a stupid walk thing.
No. I
Does
actually
that bring me joy? You hold this piece of thing and ask, and if not, you're supposed to just trash it.
I do this all the time. I throw away stuff from my closet, unlike you, shoe hoarder. So you have like 15 versions of the same Saucony shoes.
Right?
That's called hoarder.
No, it's called depends on the day. I'll run with
Hoarder.
one of them.
So Lital makes fun of my mom that has like 2 rooms full of shit, and which includes shoes, and says she's a hoarder.
No, so your mom chooses the shoes to wear for her workout just for the colors to match. I choose them based off the type of run that I have that day. If it is a tempo run or it is
You
like
have
a slow one.
You have 5 endorphin.
Yeah,
4.
some are kind of like now downgraded for my slow days because they're already worn, and some are like snappy and new and for tempo days and sprints. But we're running out of time.
Yes.
So let's have a bottom line. There was also a ton of news about AI company being acquired. So my friend Yael at Prompt Security, they were acquired by SentinelOne. There is a bunch of like those Series A companies now being acquired. There is an arm race of all the big guys buying those startups, and this is a trend I'm sure we're going to see.
Yep.
Like in my area, the AI SOC, there were a handful of startups. It seems like the market is starting to see the value of it. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of acquisition, so it's going to be interesting.
I'm just hoping for acquisitions in the identity space. I think that our buddy Alex that was on the show, somebody needs to acquire them because they are legit good, not like SailPoint monetization model. Oh, they are a good PAM IGA solution. I think my buddy Tim from Strong DM, somebody should take a look at that.
P0 is
P0
awesome.
P0 is awesome.
Yeah.
So
this PIM PAM for cloud, this is a very hot area.
Yep. So those, I think this was going to give a wake-up call. And
AI is completely revolutionizing compliance.
Yes.
And GRC.
And by the way, all the SIAM players, every single one of the good SIAM players, Dscope just had, like in the Valley, an MCP day to kind of show what they're doing. Frontegg is doing amazing stuff. So if I when somebody will ask me to choose between Reed and Aviad, I will not choose. It's like asking a mom to choose who do you like, who's your favorite child.
But both can be acquired by good companies.
Yes,
wouldn't
but both Stitch and Frontegg, somebody should look at them because they both have done amazing stuff at explaining how MCP works, how to secure MCP, and how to do the whole MCP lifecycle. And you need a SIAM.
That's a very, very hot topic. There are new startups coming in. I saw a bunch of it in the
But I think
CD.
the SIAM players are the best positioned ones because everybody's trying to host them and try to run them, but you need scaling. And the SIAM players have been dealing with scale since they were created. If you need to deal with spikes in performance and all these things, the SIAM players are the best. And also they are the best at understanding OAuth 2.1 because they've been dealing with this stuff. So the old players are all aligning with us and us 0. So the AWSs of the world, everybody that's not named Microsoft will align with us or with Auth 0 or both. But the new guys are revolutionizing how it should be done.
So you will acquire them.
I don't know about that.
Auth 0.
No, I don't know about that because it's The real problem with SIAM players is that they're so geared towards developers. Maybe a sneak should buy them.
Maybe.
Yep.
There's a lot of going on in the sneak world.
Yes.
So many also players over there. We can talk about it forever,
Yep.
but that's a bite size of what's new in the market, summer of 2025 in the cybersecurity market.
Post the CyberArk acquisition.
Post CyberArk acquisition, post Black Hat. I think it's going to be a very interesting fall. It's like tons of money was raised. Now people are going to go and either going to be acquired, they're going to build capabilities, companies will mature. We are in good times. The industry is really strong.
Cool. Awesome.
Awesome. Well, with that, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the Didi and Lital show. We're going to be here next week, like every week. If you like us, please rate, review, and share with friends. This is how we see most growth to our podcast. If you have ideas of topics you would like us to discuss, and if you want to be on the show, reach out to Didi and myself on LinkedIn. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.